welcome back to my channel and to another Christmas video. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video we are going to be making this. Now this is a little gift card holder, so you can put a little credit card size gift card into this card, and it comes on the design with a little envelope as well, so you can make the card and the envelope. We're going to go through everything in the video. The design is available on my Design Space profile, so as usual, if you don't know how to find it, there's a video up above now for you which you can check out. It's just a really short one and it will show you how to find my profile and find this design. Without any further ado, let's get started. First then, let's have a quick look at everything we're going to need to be able to complete this particular project. I've got all the bits and bobs collated here just to make it easier for us to see. So tools wise, you're going to need a basic weeding tool, a brayer. I have the scoring stylus here, but I do also have the scoring wheel as well. This is scoring wheel 02, as you can see there. This is the one I use for heavier cardstocks. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm never very impressed with the way that the scoring wheel actually scores, so I do tend to go back over it with my scoring stylus. You're going to need a pen as well for this particular project, so Cricut's going to write for us. I'm using this Doodler's glitter pen. This is a zebra brand pen, as you can see there, and you can pick these up in the works. This is the glittery black. I've also got my fine point blade here, and that is just in there, as you can see. Then I've got my glue. As normal, I'm using Collal all-purpose glue. These are the cardstocks that I'm going to use today. So I've got a mirror silver, I have a pale icy blue, and then I've got this white as well. Now the white is 300 GSM, the blue I think is 190 or 200, and then this one is I think 170 or something like that, there or thereabouts. So there's 3 different weights of cardstock, and then I've just got a beat up old Cricut standard grip mat that I'm going to use. It's filthy and really does need a clean. Let's jump into Cricut Design Space now and take a quick look at the design that we're going to be making. Here on the screen now then is the design that we're going to be making today. As you can see on the screen at the moment, it does have a fair few pieces to it. There are lots of layers in this layers panel here on the right hand side. As you can see, I'm just scrolling through those right now. But it is a pretty easy one to cut and to put together. So let's just quickly run through everything that we've got on here right now. So this is the main body of the card. It has this semicircle here which is going to be cut out, and that's going to be where you're going to place your gift card when you give it to the person that you're giving it to. So that's a really important aspect of this particular design. It's got a score line down the middle to allow us to fold the card in half. This portion here is basically a front plate to go on the card, and it's really more of an aesthetic thing. It isn't functional in any way, shape or form. It's just to make it look nice. And then we have the front panel here which has got the Christmas tree and a gift for you on there. So what's going to happen when we put this into the machine, the Cricut is going to draw a gift for you, and it's going to want to cut this Christmas tree. It is not a print then cut project, it is a drawing and a cutting project. I will put all of the image codes and stuff down in a banner at the bottom of the screen, so you can pick those up if you wish to use the same ones as me. Or if you want to change it, you can quite happily go into Design Space and get yourself a copy of this particular design and just change all the elements that you wish to change. So this one goes on top of this one here. So in order to see what it's like, I'll just arrange it so that it's exactly what it's going to look like on the card. So that's how it's going to be. I have for some reason got this Christmas tree in black, so I might change that so it's the silver. So it will cut on the same mat as that silver panel behind. Then you've got your envelope here. This is just a basic envelope, and it's sized in order to fit that gift card in there. So if you do wish to change the size of this, make sure that you select everything and you change the sizing as a whole, because if you do it individually it isn't going to be the right size, and then you're going to end up with an envelope that's too big or a card that's too big. So now that we've gone through that, let's go through to make it and take a quick look at the mats that we're going to get. Alright, so this is exactly how I expected it to be. We've got our main body of our card here, the scoring line across there, front panel with a gift for you, and it tells us on the left hand side it's score, pen, basic cut, super easy. The next one is the silver mid panel and the Christmas tree. I personally would move these little bits over so that we're not wasting any cardstock. We could put that into there, and it just means that we can cut that card off there and save that little bit. Then the third mat is our envelope with the score lines all the way around it. So what I'm going to do is start off with mat number 1. I'm going to go through to continue. It's going to pick up my machine. So what we want to do first of all is get the scoring wheel into clamp B and the pen into clamp A, because what will happen as soon as we choose our material and press go, the machine will score first, then it's going to start writing straight away. Then it's going to stop and ask us to put in the fine point blade ready for the basic cut. And that's the order that it's going to go in on there. So once we're done, we can pop our mat into the machine, get ready and cut everything out. So I'm going to go off and cut all my pieces, and then I'll come back to you and we will assemble this card together. Everything's cut out then, so let's just quickly run through all the pieces that we should have to complete this project. So this is my envelope piece just here. It is scored, but I don't think the camera is going to pick that up. Then we've got this front card piece with the 3 pieces of the Christmas tree just there. I've got my back panel, which is the silver, and then I've got my actual card. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm never very impressed with how the scoring wheel works, so I am going to rescore this just using the scoring stylus and a ruler. So all I'm going to do is literally just get my line lined up with a line on my cutting mat just here, so I know I'm nice and straight, and then I'm going to just pop my ruler on there like that, and then I'm just going to run this scoring stylus down that ruler just to make it a little bit more indented, just to make sure that it is nicely scored, and then we can fold that over. That's perfect. Okay. What we want to do now then is put together the front panels of the card. So we want to get our silver piece here. Let's just move these little bits of tree for now. We want to get our glue and just pop the glue onto the back of our first piece. I love making these. They're so simple and easy to make, but they look like you've spent hours on them. Then just place that onto there. Make sure you get it as centered as you can. Obviously it's not an exact science because you're not measuring anything, but there or thereabouts is perfect. Then we're going to get our tree. What I'm going to do with my tree is just place that on there as best as I can. If I'm looking at the design on the screen there, I can see that the piece of trunk, which is this tiny little bit, is actually just to the left of that F there, so I can place that quite happily. I'm going to actually grab my pick-me-up tool. I'm going to put that down that way around, and that's going to allow me to put the glue on. Then I'm going to just place that just there. Now that's on there, I'm going to just get my glue again and put a good bit of it on the back of my tree, but I don't want so much on there that when I come to press it down it's going to squish glue out all over my card. So just be mindful of the amount that you use. Okay, now you could use some tweezers if you wanted to use tweezers to place this, if you think that's going to make it easier for you. I'm just going to put it down like this and hope I've got it in the centre more or less. There we go. I think I could have probably done with being a little bit more further over to the right, but it's all good. Next we've got the star. Don't forget you can use any colour that you prefer as well. You don't have to go with the silver and the blue like I have. And then I'm just going to use my tweezers for this bit just to pop that onto there. And then I also love this because I can put the lid back on and I can now use that to press down everything, and then I don't get fingerprints on my mirrored card either, which is nice. Now I'm going to bring back my main piece of card, and we're going to just pop that onto there. So let's get some glue on the back of this again. You can see I used a bit of a strong mat for this when I made this one, and I ended up pulling the back off the card when I took it away, which is annoying. So definitely use the correct mat for your material, because I didn't. Don't do what I did. Okay, that's there now. Let's pop that onto there. Again, try and get in the centre if you can. I'm going to press it down now and just wait for that to go tacky until it's nicely stuck. There is the card nearly made. Let's put it to one side just while that dries. Here is the envelope piece then. So I am going to score this again myself because I'm not happy with how that has turned out. Then we're going to want to just fold those pieces in. This is the top lip where it's going to be sealed, so we don't want to glue onto that one. And then this bottom one is where you're going to fold these pieces over to, just like that, okay? So what we're going to do firstly is pop the glue onto the bottom of these pieces and just do it that way. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds just to go tacky before I put that over as well. I just want to make sure that it's going to stick without me ending up needing more glue or whatever, because it can get a bit messy. So I'm going to have a bit of my tea while that goes tacky. That should be done now. So now we need to fold our bits and pieces over. There you go. You can see I've been using glitter today, and I've got glitter all over everything. So that's stuck. Now what we need to do is pop some glue on the inside of here. Now if you wanted, you could use tape. I know a lot of people like tape rollers. I don't particularly like them because I'd get through one in like half a day. So I prefer to use a wet glue. I'm just going to pop all my glue on there and then just press that down again. Let's move that to one side and bring in the card, which should be dry now. It looks fab. I'm really pleased with the way it looks. There's more glitter inside it. If you do have this trouble with glitter, what I would suggest doing is getting some blue tack and just use that to lift the glitter off of your design. Right then, so this is a gift card, so I've got a gift card here. I'm just going to lift up that. I'm popping that in there like that. You can write your message on this side to the person, or you could even write the message on back if you wanted to. We can close that up, grab our envelope, pop the card inside. There we have it, all done and ready to go. And it's such a cute little envelope as well. I absolutely adore this. So once that's in there and you've written your card, just pop a bit of glue on the bottom tab of your envelope just to seal it. And that's it, all done and dusted. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. And I hope that the person that I'm giving this to really enjoys it as well. If you've got any questions or comments, don't forget to drop them down below, and I'll see you soon for another video. Take care, bye bye.